Good.
Good. Welcome back to the 52 Reasons podcast. And John, this is a victory podcast. Dogs, don't know how that's going to sound on the new microphones. We do have new microphones because I don't know. Nobody was complaining about it other than me, that the audio kind of sounded like Dookie. So went out, bought new microphones. Don't know how it's going to sound. I ran some tests and it sounded great. Don't know how it's actually going to be executed, but we're all good. A lot to get into. We're going to talk about, obviously, the Eagles' gritty win over the New Orleans Saints over the weekend. And then we are going to talk a little bit of Phil's. Something happened that hasn't happened in 12 years. 13 years, excuse me. We'll talk about Phil's a little bit. I know this is not a Phillies podcast. I do have one of them, by the way.
You haven't posted in a while.
Dude, shut up. Okay. I had a lot of issues with my last episode. All right. I'm going to release it like tomorrow in addition to this one. You're going to get 2 Phillies podcasts tomorrow if everything goes exactly how I think it's going to. Then we have where I, give you a draft class, you got to grade it and all that. You have your quote ready for me.
I do.
And then we're going to call Chad. Does he answer? What time is it?
It's 5:01 on the dot.
Should we call him?
You didn't mention our new segment.
Oh, new segment. We are the 52 Reasons podcast. And, we'll talk about it after we talk about the game. Because, again, it makes more sense after the game. This is why we have each other. We banter off each other. It's great, excellent banter. And everything's great and dandy. John, I forgot to ask you. How rude of me. How are you, bud?
I'm better now they won. I'll tell you that much. I'm not going to be pissed off all week.
So in honor of the MVP of the episode or of the thing, got my Dallas Goedert jersey. He's got his Dallas Goedert shirt.
Yep.
And then in honor of the Phils, rocking. You're doing that's from 22.
That's from last year.
Last year. I got this at Kohl's a little bit ago, so we're rocking.
Shout out to the wife. This drip is all from
Shout out the back.
Wife. Yeah, all of it.
But yeah, so let's just get right into it. Eagles win 15-12, just like we all thought.
Yep.
A lot of good, a lot of bad to take away from this game. I would honestly say there's more good to take away than bad.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Let's reflect on what we all expected. So you had a 34-24 loss.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad I was wrong, but can you blame me?
Yeah.
No.
Fake thing.
Okay, I'm a real fan, dude.
I had a 31-28 victory. Now, neither one of us was close, but somebody had a win and somebody had a loss, and somebody was right, somebody was wrong.
Yeah, and I said, what did I say? After I said, I hope they lose. I hope I'm wrong.
You were. So let's start on the offensive side, yeah?
Yeah, a lot of good to take away from the offense, in my opinion. Okay, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. It's Nick Sirianni leaving points on the board.
Yes.
Can he just stop leaving points on the board?
I have a theory.
Hit me. I bruised.
I think Jake Elliott fucks Sirianni's wife.
Probably, because Jake Elliott, you know what? The only fucking Jake Elliott did was me in fantasy.
Yeah.
And you want to know who else fucked me? The man we're wearing right now, because I benched him. Can you blame me for benching Dallas Goedert? He stunk. On the bench. Who did I start? Brock Bowers. And they lost to the Panthers.
They did.
Andy Dalton. Dog. Big Andy Dalton guy. The Red Rocket.
Red Rocket.
Love him.
Yeah, I mean, Sirianni could have easily lost them the game.
Again.
By far. It was one of the worst coach games by a head coach in terms of decisions and missing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's just when you have tightly contested games like that, because mind you, when they went for it, let's reflect. Before halftime, Eagles are going to receive the ball in the second half. Right before halftime, you have 11 seconds left, 1 timeout. You go for it on 4th and 1. You're down 3-0.
You only have 1 timeout, too.
1 timeout. You have maybe at max, if you get that 4th down, 1 shot at the end zone, you kick the field goal anyway. How about you tie the game? You have good momentum going into the second half. And mind you, everything kind of worked out. But the game shouldn't and didn't need to be as close as it was.
No. So we've kind of talked about the elephant in the room. Offensive notes. So this isn't going to age well.
Yeah.
The very
just like your James Bradbury take.
It's aging well.
TikTok comments love that.
Still aging very well because CJ Gardner-Johnson still can't cover anybody.
No.
Anyway, I had 3 and out in the first possession. Offensive line looked overmatched. Didn't look like that for the rest of the game.
Yeah, no, that aged very poorly. You had Johnson. I forget his first name is slipping me. Patrick Johnson. Sure, we're going to go with that. Pat Johnson. Good.
Tyler Steen
stepped up, and we kind of talked about this, but we'll reiterate. You didn't really notice that Lane Johnson and Mekhi Becton were out.
No.
And that's a good thing. It was a seamless transition. It felt like that, just more members of Stout U stepping up. And also, remember, Tyler Steen was it was between him and Becton for the starting right guard. So
it seemed like it got decided early in camp, but going into the season before training camp, it looked like that was Tyler Steen's job to lose.
Yeah.
It looked like he lost it. But yeah, seamless transition. What more can we say, Jalen? Turnovers.
I have a nickname for him.
Go on.
And it almost would have been funnier if you brought the thing you said you were going to bring to make this point further. I start calling him Carson Hurts or Jalen Wentz. You want to know why? Because what did Carson Wentz do that pissed us off so bad?
He would make fantastic plays, but he would also put the ball in harm's way every single time.
Yep.
Now, the interception, I don't put that as much on Jalen as I do on Devontae. He threw that to the right spot. Devontae got bumped off of his route by the safety, and then he didn't fight his way.
Like, get an arm in there.
At least get an arm in there. But I think, everybody knows I love Devontae. I love him so much. But I think if AJ's running that route, AJ does not get bumped off the ball, and AJ scores that touchdown.
Yes, and then to tell you the truth, I don't trust Nick Sirianni in the red zone, and I don't think that's much of a hot take because say the Eagles are like 4th and 2, he's probably going to go for it and probably not get it, and then he leaves points on the board again. I think the biggest thing to take away, Ashlyn's calling me. I'm going to answer.
Why?
Because, hey, babe, I'm recording with John right now. Can I call you back after? All right. I love you. Bye. No, we do the football one on Tuesday. I do my own on Wednesday.
Hi, Ash.
John says hi. All right. I'll call you after we're done, okay? All right. I love you. Bye.
That was awkward.
Shout out to Ashlyn. Love her.
You go.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
She's great.
Yeah.
Any hoozles. So that's my negative aspects. Also, the Devontae Smith hit.
Dirty.
That might have been one of the worst officiated plays I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the fact that there was no flags after that.
There was no flags.
Heinous.
And you didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah. You had 2 defenders on him, putting him down, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Yeah,
he gets nailed, and no whistle,
no flag, no nothing, anything.
And we know the Saints are notoriously dirty.
Dirty team. Yeah, and then the fact that he spit on him after the play, and we haven't heard a peep from Roger Goodell about anything.
Nothing. No. If that was a chief, oh my God, the flags would have been flying.
It could have been, damn it, Chief Juju. Could have been Juju got hit.
I kind of would have hit him like that too.
Fuck him. Yeah. And then positives. How close can I get to it?
Truthfully, I don't know.
What's your Giants friend's name?
Tage.
Hey, Tage. Saquon Barkley.
Good.
Thank you,
Tage. Shout out to you. Round of applause for Tage. Tage, future guests on this podcast. That's Giants week, baby.
But overall, between the missed opportunities with the field goals, the miss, the lack of taking points, I give the whole offense as a whole C+. I got it done when they needed to get it done.
I remember I texted you initially off the jump. I said C+. The more I've sat with it, I'm leaning towards more a B- than C+. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
They controlled the clock.
They did. They did a very good job of that.
Considering you don't have AJ, they didn't use Saquon in the first half. Dallas Goedert stepped up mightily. You had Britton Covey. By the way, Britton Covey placed on IR. Jack Stoll is back on the team. And I forget the other wide receiver that they positioned from.
Was it a Smith?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So considering what they had on offense, they did very well. You were without Lane Johnson.
Mhm.
You were without Mekhi Becton. Devontae for like the fourth quarter. You were without him.
Mhm.
Considering what they did with what they had and all the adversity that they had to go through throughout the not only you had the adversity with AJ already being out.
Yeah.
You then had to add the loss of Johnson, Becton, Smith. You had all of that going on. Even Covey. I mean, Covey seemed to be a go-to guy for the last however many quarters.
Which is wild to me.
I mean, he he can catch the ball.
He does catch it. He doesn't get far, but he does.
He doesn't get far, but he catches it. That's why I'm looking this more of a B- than a C+.
Okay.
Considering everything, Jalen, yes, the turnovers are bad, but he's looked very good thus far in this season. And that's why, like, the Eagles very easily could be 3-0. With Jalen has looked more like his 2022 self more than his 2023 self.
I disagree with that.
Really?
Are you serious?
No.
What?
Yes, I am serious. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said no.
No way. No way. Jalen had what in 2022? He had 7 interceptions total.
I'm saying he's looking more like we talked about this. Like what Jalen Hurts is now is the high end is 2022.
Yeah.
I think the Dookie end, beginning of 21, end of 23.
All right. So
he's somewhere in the middle there.
This can't go unaddressed. We have to break this down.
Oh, we have another thing we need to address. That other debate that we had that we're saving.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was for the bye week.
Never mind.
So you're saying that right now, Jalen Hurts looks more like 2022 Jalen than 2023 Jalen?
I'm saying from an incomplete offensive standpoint, yes, the turnovers are still bad. Yes.
Yes.
I'm saying from the running standpoint, from the trusting the pocket, kind of.
Not really, though. I mean, he looked better in the pocket.
He looked okay.
Game.
Does this Jalen look better or worse than what he looked like in the last 7 games of the year?
I think he looks about the same. Maybe a little bit better. He looks quicker. I'll give him that.
Dude, Diego, shut up.
He looks quicker, but other than that, it's about the same for me. If you had to pick out 2 reasons right now, one from each game, the Saints game and the Packers game.
Yeah.
Why did they win those games?
The Packers. Saquon Barkley.
Okay. Saints,
defense.
Okay. On the offensive side of the ball.
I mean, time of possession. I mean, Dallas Goedert.
How do you control time of possession?
Running the ball.
Yeah. With whom?
Saquon Barkley.
Shipley, but
I'm just saying, like
the fact of the matter is, Jalen is winning these games because of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, yeah, because AJ's out. His number 1 receiver is out.
Yes, and I agree with that. But what I'm saying is I don't think we realize how good he was in 2022.
He was very good.
He was going to win MVP in 2022.
By the way, if Shane Steichen gets fired, fire Kellen Moore and bring Shane Steichen back.
I
love you.
Yeah, I think he's much closer to 2023 Jalen than he is 2022 Jalen.
Okay.
He's probably somewhere in between right now, probably leaning towards the negative side. The turnovers, he leads the league in turnovers.
He does. It's bad. And look, I don't know if that's just a part of his game now. I don't think that I don't want to say we're never going to see that version of Jalen again, but I feel like, I don't know. Because Jalen can go on an insane run.
Oh, he can.
And we've seen it.
I very much hope he does. I just don't. I don't know.
Agree or disagree with me?
Okay.
This Eagles win was the most impressive win since the Bills game last year.
I don't know. I mean, the Packers win was very impressive. I mean, the fact that they went on the flight all the way there, it was meant to be a home game,
which was
obviously
stupid.
It was not a home game. Packers are a pretty good team, as we've seen. Even without Jordan Love, they're picking up victories.
Yes.
So I'd probably lean Packers, but this was definitely a very impressive win.
Yes.
Speaking of that,
very impressive
defense.
The defense, A plus from the defense. And you want to know why a key reason why the defense looks so good, John?
Go on.
Do you want to know who was only on the field for half of the snaps than he was prior?
Who's that?
That would be Bryce Huff. Stinks. Bryce Huff got snaps taken away from him because I don't know if you remember, he stinks.
Yeah.
And you had Nolan Smith. You had who else was lining up? It was Smith and
Brandon Graham.
No, he wasn't playing. Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Brandon Graham. It was Brandon Graham a lot. It was Jalen Carter. Oh my
game of his career. Best game of his career.
I mean, he didn't technically record a sack, but he was in that.
He was in
every single.
He deflected
possession.
like 3 passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis had a very, very good game as well.
Yes, in looking at Jordan Davis, like he was leaning towards the bust side. My hope is this game was his breakout game, and he's like, okay, here I am. This is what I'm capable.
I think it was a
step in the right direction.
That last drive against the Falcons, this whole week, I think Vic Fangio was on their asses.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, what are you doing?
Milton Williams played well.
He's a good player.
Jalen Carter played well. Even Josh Sweat played fine.
Yeah. I think we need to start playing the game. All right. I'll just give you a random pass rusher of the past. And you tell me
who would you rather have?
That random pass rusher right now
or Bryce Huff? And the answer is going to be that random pass rusher every time.
What do you think about what year did Trent Cole retire? Like 2015?
So you're saying 2024 Trent Cole or Bryce Huff?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 2024 Trent Cole. The common theme of this game, ladies and gentlemen, is it's going to be the other person. Because we are an anti-Bryce Huff podcast.
Yeah.
You hated that move when we did it. He's hated it since day one.
Yep.
And I'm like, Howie doesn't make bad signings.
Well, I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse. He stinks. We know he stinks. This was a bad move. Yeah, I called it. Yeah. It doesn't change the fact he still sucks and he's still on our team. You know what I mean? So like,
prove us wrong.
Yeah, as best case scenario, he figures it out just like we were roasting some player.
Yeah, some tight end that I benched and lost me fantasy.
That guy. By the way, our bad.
Our bad, Dallas.
Our bad.
We love you.
Yes.
I just want to say that I've had this jersey since 2021.
I've had this since last season when you won Angry Runs.
Not me. I've been day one Dallas Goedert guy, even though 2018 was his first year. But I didn't start getting Eagles jerseys for a little while because I'm like, I had a bad stretch.
That's fair.
You want me to show you one of the bad stretches?
Yeah, sure. You still have it?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, God. Well, this should be interesting. Oh.
Now, listen, you can't blame me. And for full disclosure, I will be wearing this, but saying it's AJ Brown. Full disclosure.
Look, I had the white Wentz, I had the black Wentz jersey, I had the green Wentz jersey, I had a long sleeve Wentz jersey, I had his foundation jersey. So
we're a pro Carson Wentz podcast.
We are
little teaser for the bye week coming up. We have a Carson Wentz discussion.
We do. We'll have to bring Carson that day.
I don't think he's really.
I think my brother still has Wentz jerseys because I gave him.
Oh, you're saying you're going to wear Carson? No, we're going to wear our other thing for the bye week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Defense.
This guy.
Can't take him. But overall, I'll give him an A-.
I give him an A+. Considering I'm basing that off of what we've already seen. This pass rush looked god awful weeks 1 and 2, and they killed it against an offense that has averaged 40 points a game, and they shut down Derek Carr.
Here's my worries. Okay, so Derek Carr, you stink. Like I've been saying it.
Derek Carr he's a perfectly fine quarterback.
He is.
Blake Bortles?
No, he's below the line of Kirk Cousins.
I think he is like a half step below Kirk Cousins.
Yes, I don't think he's that good.
Yeah.
I
love how Kirk Cousins just the Mendoza line of quarterback.
Yes. But my thing with the defense is obviously the pass rush looks better.
Yes.
Zach Bond can play, man.
Zach Bond's a dude. He is a dude.
Darius Slay, Quinyon Mitchell,
pretty good.
Great corners.
John, can you remind me how many passes have they allowed in
man-to-man coverage? It has been 6 catches, not per, together.
Now,
is
that good?
Quinyon Mitchell's on his way to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
My worry is his attitude, meaning like when he gets a big stop, like him running his mouth. Which I get it. You're a young guy, NFL, big moment.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Yep.
I'm just worried about that costing us a game eventually.
Maybe. Reed Blankenship has been fantastic.
The Blizzard.
The Blizzard.
He's one half of the Blizzard.
He's one half. I'm worried about the slot. Avonte Maddox cannot play. He's just not fast enough.
I can think of the other half of the Blizzard that can play.
I can see that. And
love him.
CJ.
Now, John, you had that very controversial take last week.
I did.
Now, I think he's going to figure it out because CJ Gardner-Johnson is simply too good of a player to be this bad.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine how good this secondary is going to be when CJ figures it out?
If CJ figures it out?
I think when. I think it's more if. Or excuse me, I think it's more
three
when.
games. And he's been burnt 3 times.
Look.
He was burnt in the Packers game. He was burnt on the long touchdown in the Falcons game. And he was burnt on the only touchdown in the Saints game.
Okay, I think that's a perfect transition. So we're going to transition over. We'll get back to the defense, but we're going to take a little
defense. We want to throw it.
We
gave him an A.
Defense A, good. Secondary looked good. They're still getting killed up the middle.
Yes.
The pass rush looked fantastic. Carry that momentum against the Bucs, and we'll be good. We're now going to transition to where we call our boss Chad. And go ahead.
Coaching.
F. We'll get to that.
We don't even need to talk about it.
We're going to take a break.
It's bad.
We're going to call Chad, who is our boss, and ask him a very important question. You got to get it up. Yeah, like right there.
There you go.
Yo.
Chad, you are on the 52 Reasons podcast. Chad, how are you?
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Say hi to the people, bud.
What's going on, everybody? Just so you know, I'm their number 1 fan.
Yes, he is. Now, would you allow me to answer this?
Yeah, go ask him.
So, Chad, we were just talking about the offense and the defense and the grades and everything like that, and it got John and I thinking, and we need your input on this.
Yep.
Okay.
What is your favorite kind of bread?
What is my favorite kind of bread?
Correct.
Yep.
I would have to say I really like those multi-grain wheat thins.
Okay. Now, are you able to toast them? Do you like what separates them?
It depends on what I'm having. If it's like an egg sandwich or something, I like to toast it. That's how I like my egg sandwiches. If it's a peanut butter sandwich, I don't toast it just because I feel like if you're doing a peanut butter and jelly, for me, I don't like to toast it. I just think it tastes good regular. But depends on what I'm eating on the sandwich. But I would say the multi-grain, those little wheat thins, man, it's probably my favorite.
Attaboy,
Chad. Thanks, Chad.
All right, good input, bud.
Good input.
All right, boys.
All
okay,
right.
Chad, I love you.
I love you guys.
All right, buddy.
And that's calling our boss Chad, everybody.
Yep, got him. Great input.
Great input by him. Coaching. Let's F. Let's just go. Let's go coach by coach. Vic Fangio. I'm giving individually Vic Fangio A.
Yeah, good.
Kellen Moore.
How much is Kellen Moore versus how much is Sirianni? That's the problem. Is you heard in the press conference, Sirianni said he was calling some of the plays.
I can think of 2 very specific plays. I know Nick Sirianni. Let's just say Nick Sirianni F. I'm gonna look right at the camera here. Hey Nick, because I know he's
of course.
Because obviously he listened to us about Dallas Goedert.
He did.
Hey Nick, buddy, I appreciate everything you've done for my city as an Italian brother. And when there's points to be had, just take them. Just take them. That's all. You don't have AJ. You don't have Devontae right now. If there's points available, just take them. That's all I got.
All right.
That's all I got.
Yeah. So overall, it's an F. The coaching could have cost them the game.
Back to back.
Probably should have cost them the game.
Except White Lightning came in and.
Now, do we go into our new segment?
Yes. So John, this was your idea, so I will allow it. See, I'm not a moocher. I'm not going to pass this off as my own idea.
So our podcast name, what is it?
It is the 52 Reasons podcast.
What is the reason? 52.
Yeah, 52. The reason it's called that. What is the only Super Bowl the Philadelphia Eagles have ever won?
Super Bowl 52.
That is correct.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
So Jared and I decided
more so him.
Each of us should have a reason.
Mm-hmm.
One reason why they could have won the game. One reason why they could have lost the game.
See, and I'm more of the idea guy. This is a hell of an idea.
So my reason
Go ahead, John.
they could have won this game.
Yep.
Chip Kelly. You heard that?
Mm.
Chip Kelly. Why Chip Kelly? Chip Kelly hired Jeff Stoutland. Our best offensive lineman went out. Future Hall of Famer Lane Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
And Mekhi Becton, who has been very, 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 very good.
Very good.
Also went out. Finger injury, by the way. Suck it up, big fella. Anyway. Damn. Two backups come in. Nobody's really heard of Johnson. Everybody knows who Tyler Steen is. It was a seamless transition.
You did not notice that.
You didn't know. You didn't know.
And you saw Johnson on that Saquon run got emotional because he was like the key blocker.
Yes. And he was great in that game.
He was very good. He was
now, a week for the Bucks to prepare for that if Lane does not play might look a little bit different.
Now, here's what I would do is just say Lane Johnson's going to play and then just no.
But he's got a clear concussion protocol. But that's where I'm at with the reason they won the game.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, should I give my reason?
Yeah, you good.
We'll both do one and then while we
go.
So my reason they won is because Dallas Goedert was sitting on my bench in fantasy. So you're welcome, Philadelphia, for that win. Because I decided, Brock Bowers had the first two games, fantastic, looked good. Dallas Goedert not really doing anything. So I said, you know what? A change needs to happen. And when I tell you, looking at fantasy, when I made every piss poor decision I possibly could have, it happened. I went with Jared Goff over Jaden Daniels.
Shouldn't have done that.
Bad. Went with Brock Bowers over Dallas Goedert.
Shouldn't
bad.
have done that.
Went with JSN over DJ Moore. Bad.
Shouldn't have done that.
All bad on that's my bad. So you're welcome, Philadelphia. And you know what? I might bench him this week again just so the Eagles can win because that's the type of guy I am. If I have to sacrifice my fantasy football team in order for my football team to win, I'll do that. This is the type of guy I am.
Love it. All right. Second reason, negative reason why they could have and probably should have lost this game. I have special teams. So despite being passed over multiple times due to missed opportunities, bad decisions from the coaches, Jake, you missed a 60-yarder.
Now, look.
What,
it's 60 yards. It's still very difficult to do.
Yes, but he is supposed to be a top 5 kicker in the league. It's not like it's outside. It's in a dome.
Top 3.
Okay, fine. Top 3.
I would say he's the third best kicker in the league.
Even more reason why he needs to be making that kick. It's a controlled environment. It's a dome. I know it's loud, but he wasn't even close.
No, he
wasn't even close.
Shanked it.
The other reason, special teams. Brandon Mann's block punt.
Bad.
I don't remember the exact stat, but it was over 80% of teams lose when they lose the turnover battle and they have a block punt.
And guess what?
They did.
The Eagles went against the grain, baby.
But did you see who missed their block on the block punt?
No, I did not. Please, John, inform me.
It was one first-round pick from a couple years ago. Somebody whom plays defense, whom also does absolutely nothing.
It's Bryce Huff.
He wears a single digit.
What?
Would be Nolan Smith.
Oh, Nolan Smith. I can single digit. I should have guessed that because I'm like 1, 2. Yeah. I'm like, Slade doesn't play special teams.
Nate does not. So that's my 2 reasons. Positive, Chip Kelly. Never thought I'd say that again.
Gross.
And negative, special teams.
Disgusting. Okay, so my negative reason why we could have lost, I mean, obviously it's turnovers. You look, the Eagles were very fortunate in their defense stepping up and allowing 0 points to be scored off of turnovers.
Yes.
Because we gave them very good field position.
Yes.
We talked about it kind of beating a dead horse at this point that Jalen just simply needs to stop turning the ball over. You look at it like eventually that is going to break.
It is.
Eventually the defense is not going to be able to bail you out like they did in this game. Now, mind you, if he gets it under control, then this is a positive. And I think another kind of to, turn it on its head, a positive is the defense not allowing points to be scored on those turnovers.
Yeah. I mean, look, the defense has been very good with the bend, don't break mentality.
I hate it, though.
I hate it, too.
The red zone defense is unreal.
Stresses me out, but holding them to field goals is going to make a significant difference in this season.
Yes, I agree. And we'll see how Jalen progresses when it comes to that. We'll see if it gets better. Hopefully, this is just the biggest rock in the road that he has, and it's a clean slate. Yeah. But, John, thank God he didn't throw an interception in preseason.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Could Jalen Hurts throw more interceptions? 215. What is their WIP's number?
I don't know. So it's a 215 number.
215. No, I was going to say 785, but that's our job.
That's our job.
That is our job.
Nope. But yeah, that's our reason.
That's our reasons. So, John, Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
Baker freaking Mayfield. But before we get to that, do we want to talk about why we're wearing the hats we're wearing?
Red October.
It's Red October. So this is not a baseball podcast. I do host one of them.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I think until it's all said and done, I'm going to wear a Phillies hat.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same until they lose, and then I switch it out. I'm one of those people. Like, I'll wear the same thing until they lose. So for the first time in 13 years, this is going to be a little Phillies talk. Very brief, because I'm going to be talking about it a lot. I'm going to be talking about it a lot tomorrow on my .NET Phillies podcast. But Phillies won the division.
It did.
For the first time in 13 years, they took it away from the streak of the Braves winning it for 5 straight years. The Phillies came in, hell of a season.
Great season.
Ups and downs. You start red hot. They slowed down a little bit in the middle of summer.
Yep.
Heated back up in August and through September. The big guys have stepped up. I mean, Wheeler has been excellent. Should be the Cy Young, but is not going to win it.
Should be.
Nola has been excellent his past 3 starts. 7 innings, 1 run against the Brewers. 7 innings, 1 run against the Mets. 6 plus 2 runs against the.
Are you sure he's 7 innings, 1 run against the Mets?
Yes, because I remember I said, "Oh, Aaron Nola went 7 innings, 1 run." I'm sure the Phillies won that game, right? And they didn't. Trick question, they didn't. Ranger. I'll talk about Ranger tomorrow. I've kind of talked about it a lot on the episode because I know you watch every episode.
Of course I do.
Chris Sanchez has developed into such an amazing pitcher.
Great story.
And the 5th starter is what it is.
Yes.
You look at the bats, the lineup has been excellent. You're getting Austin Hayes back, who's hitting .355 against left-handed pitching this year. Mm-hmm. You're getting him back for the stretch run here. On the bench, Sosa's been great. Clemens has been great.
Yep.
Stubbs, my guy, close personal friend. Garrett Stubbs. Shout out to Garrett Stubbs. All these guys, Weston Wilson, your guy.
That is my guy.
All these guys stepping up. And then you have the unsung heroes. David Dahl earlier. Cal Stevenson. Buddy Kennedy. Cody Clemens. We kind of talked about Cody. Mm-hmm. And then on the bullpen side of stuff, you legitimately have 5 options out of that bullpen that can get big outs.
Yeah.
Who are those 5?
We got Matt Straub.
You do have Matt Straub.
Jeff Hoffman.
Yep.
Estevez.
Yep.
Well, I feel great about that one.
He's your closer, whether you like it or not.
Kukuri.
Yep.
I'm missing one more.
You are.
You talking about Jose?
I am talking about. After a brief intermission that definitely made a lot of sense, we're back. John, we were talking about that. Jose, I was talking about. What's Jose was talking about?
Jose Ruiz.
All in on Jose Ruiz. I'm going to have a whole segment tomorrow about Jose Ruiz. Don't you worry. But yeah, Red October is coming.
We back.
Now, John.
Yes.
I have a draft for you, pal.
All right. Yeah.
So this is the part of the show where I get a draft class and John has to guess it. And yeah.
I have a good time with this.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Love it.
Sorry, I was very unprepared for this one. Now, so this Eagles draft class.
All right. Go on.
Pretty good.
Okay, pretty good.
Right. So
probably Howie special.
Kind of, well, maybe not towards the end, but the beginning certainly.
Okay.
So in this draft,
Mhm.
I'm going to give you the positions.
Okay.
They might be in order, they might not.
Okay.
There are going to be in order.
All right, good.
Wide receiver, O-line, D-line, DB, running back, D-line, defensive end, safety, and defensive end.
Devontae Smith. Landon Dickerson. What was the third round?
Defensive line. We aforementioned this player.
Was it Milton Williams?
It is Milton Williams. This defensive back is no longer on the Eagles.
McPherson?
Damn, you're good. This player, running back, is still on the team.
Kenny Gainwell.
It is Kenny Gainwell. I don't know who this is.
No, I probably don't know who it is. It's 2021.
He's still on. It is 2021. Marlon
Marlon Tudo Plotu.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember him.
Taron Jackson.
Tyree Jack.
No, Taron Jackson.
Tight end?
Nope.
Oh, D end.
D end. Jacoby Stevens.
Okay.
And Patrick Johnson.
Okay. Yep.
So, 2021. What would you rate that?
We got an All-Pro and All-Pro, Pro Bowler in Devontae, All-Pro in
Dick. We love Dick.
And Dick. Yeah, we love Dick.
We love Dick here.
That's an A. That's an A draft.
That is an A plus. That was kind of the draft that turned everything around.
Yes. That's a
good job, Howie Roseman.
All
right, John.
Good job, John.
This is gonna suck.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Part of my growing.
Are you not going to introduce the segment, idiot?
Oh, sorry. This is the part where I give Jared a random quote from an NFL person, and he tries to guess it. He gets 3 guesses and 3 questions. He can substitute either out for one or the other.
Except the game is I never get it. Well, that's the game.
You do when I make it easy on you, but I'm not going to make it easy on you. All right. Anyway, part of my growing up was always trying to make my parents proud and always trying to keep them happy. I think part of what held them together was my involvement in sports.
Okay. What position did this player play?
Quarterback.
Okay. What years active were they?
That's close.
I have it. Like, you know, I'm going to ask these questions.
99 to 2009.
Oh. Okay. Quarterback, 99, 2009.
Oh, you actually had 2 questions.
Yeah. I have 1 question left. What team is he most known for?
I have that up. 49ers.
49ers quarterbacks when I was growing up. I have no idea. Oh, man. I'm a baseball fan. I just don't want this to affect the way people view me.
It's not designed to be easy, buddy.
I know. I'm not a football guy. I am, but I'm not.
What that mean?
All right, I'm going to use one of my guesses for another question.
All right, go on.
I can't ask that. I think you know what I was going to ask from. I can't.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you want to ask that question?
No.
Okay.
What was the last team he played for? Like in 2009, what team was he the quarterback of?
Philadelphia Eagles.
It's Kevin Kolb.
It's not Kevin Kolb. You got 1 guess left.
2009, known for a 49er.
Yep.
Finished with the Eagles.
Yes.
It's not Kevin Kolb. I know it's wrong, and I know I just full discrepancy. What I'm about to say is going to sound really, really stupid, but I just have no idea, so I'm just guessing. Sam Bradford. I know it's not Sam Bradford.
Not Sam Bradford.
I just throw it out.
All right. So I'm going to give you the years. I'm going to give you the teams. All right. So 99 through 2003, he played for the 49ers. All right.
He was a journeyman. God damn it.
Then he went to the Browns. Then he went to the Lions. Then he played for the Eagles. Then he went to the Bucs for 2 years and ended with the Eagles. Some would say he was Nick Foles before Nick Foles. Donovan went out 1 year. He picked up in 2000, what did I say, 6? Went on a nice playoff run. I believe he won a game.
I seriously have no idea, and I feel like a terrible.
Number 7.
It's not. No.
What does the name Jeff Garcia mean to you?
Oh, Jeff Garcia is our baby. Oh, man. Jeff Garcia is our baby. Oh, man, I look like a fool.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a baseball guy. That's why I do them.
I told you. That one was a hard one. That was a hard one.
Eagles play a football game on Sunday.
They do.
Against my guy, Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How are we feeling?
It's a tough spot. Like, let's be real, it's a tough spot. You're coming back-to-back road games. You're coming off a very hard loss or very hard-fought win to a decent Saints team on the road. But what you lost was a lot of good players in that. Lane's probably going to miss. Devontae's probably going to miss the game. There's a real possibility AJ's out for this game as well.
But you want to know what? I believe in him.
I believe in them too. Here's the strength. Okay.
His name is Saquon Barkley. By the way, Tage, thanks again for him, buddy. He's going to kill me.
What is the best position group on the Bucks?
Wide receiver.
What is the best position group on our defense?
The secondary.
So it kind of balances out.
And their run defense is
stinky.
Stinky.
I think it's going to be another run it down their throat game with Saquon. Give it to him 35 times. Whether throwing, pass, or rushing, it doesn't matter.
I can think of another guy that can give the ball.
Me too.
Who's that, John?
That's my guy, Will Shipley.
Will Shipley.
28.
So I think it's going to be a heavy Saquon game.
I do.
I think, honestly, I tell you the truth, like Jahan Dotson, this might be his homecoming. And I say that because I feel like the Bucs are going to stack the box against Saquon. That doesn't really matter because he's Saquon freaking Barkley. This could be another Dallas Goedert game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you have a lot of unknown. However, I trust Tyler Steen. I think Mekhi Becton's going to play.
Yeah, he better play.
Johnson, the other Johnson, I think can play well enough to.
He's
and worst comes to worst, you put Saquon over there like he did against the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Fortunately, it's not the left where Jalen can see that pressure coming and scramble.
I think there is a 60% chance AJ plays this game. And if AJ plays, I feel pretty good.
I don't want AJ Brown playing in this game.
That's a bad take.
I don't think it's a bad take at all. I would
much. He pulled his hamstring. He's already missed 2 weeks.
I would much rather, and they proved they can win without him.
But now you're without Devontae.
Okay, here's my
thing.
Your
number one receiver going into this game is going to be Jahan Dotson?
Here's my thing.
And you don't have Britton Covey no more either.
Shut up. I'm talking. Shut up. I'm talking. God, I hate you. But and that was a joke for all you people out there.
Oh, he hates me.
Yeah, I actually have no idea why I do the show with you. Here's my thing. I think AJ should, I was about to say shit this week. Sit this week. You have the bye week next week. I want AJ Brown 100% healthy.
Here's my thing. All right, AJ's probably around 100% right now. Maybe not necessarily.
I'd rather have him. I don't want him around 100%.
There's no such thing as 100% in the NFL. There's no such thing. Like your little baseball thing, there's 100%. Football, no such thing as 100%. Nobody's 100% going into the season, and you're damn sure there's nobody going outside. You're not 100% right now.
I have a question.
No.
Yeah, dude, my back does hurt.
I know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since 2022, how many championship appearances have the Philadelphia Eagles had?
One.
How many championship appearances have the Phillies had?
One.
My point. Don't belittle my little baseball thing. On the same level.
What? What was your point?
I don't know.
How many winning seasons have the Eagles had since 2000 versus the Phillies?
The Phillies they have the most losses in baseball history.
Significantly more.
Yeah. The Eagles have missed the playoffs twice since 2016.
Yeah. How many times did the Phillies miss the playoffs?
A lot. A lot.
Well, look, I love them both, but let's be real. Call spade a spade. Eagles are the best franchise in town.
Oh, dude, the Union.
Stop.
.net Union coming soon.
Oop.
I don't know what.
Okay. Anyway, no, I think AJ coming back would be a huge lift to this offense. Even if he does, God forbid, pull the hamstring a little bit, you still have another whole week for him to rest, get it right, and then come back against the Browns at home. He can stay home. So if I'm the Eagles and he's 85%, I'm like, all right, get out there. Maybe a limited snap count, but at least you have that threat of him out there.
You would use him as a decoy more than that.
No, I mean, I'll give him the ball. But I wouldn't have him running fly routes every single play.
So he's going to be Michael Thomas in this
game. He will be Michael Thomas. And he will
be
damn good at being Michael Thomas.
Yeah, it was not very hard to be good with Michael Thomas.
But like I said, your wide receivers entering the game if Devontae doesn't play, Jahan Dotson, Johnny Wilson, Anaya Smith, Paris Campbell. Disgusting.
Reminds me of the 2019 Eagles.
Stop. I'm not doing this. But I think a lot of it's going to come down to running the football, getting to Baker Mayfield. Because they get to Baker Mayfield.
What's his name?
Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Is that what I said?
You said something egregious.
Did I?
Yeah, you're like,
Baker Mayfield, if they get to him like they got to Derek Carr, they will win this game.
Okay. Yes,
Period.
I agree. I think the game plan going in is just let Saquon run it and hope AJ plays.
What's your score prediction there, bud?
I think it's going to be another low-scoring game.
Okay.
I am going to go 21 to 17. Philadelphia Eagles.
So you can predict wins.
I can.
Okay.
I'm currently 1-1 or 2-1.
2-1.
I have the same record as the Eagles, bro.
You're not 2-1.
Yeah. I predicted a win against Packers, predicted a win, which I lost. So there's my one loss. And then I predicted a loss against the Saints, which turned into a win. So
you're 1-2.
Shit, you're right. Damn it.
You idiot. Anyway,
Shit.
I'm 2-1. I have a win. I have Eagles 24. I have the Bucks 13. I think the Eagles hold them to 13 points. I think the strength is the strength against our secondary against their wide receivers. And as we've seen, Eagles aren't giving up a lot of touchdowns. They give up field goals, not a lot of touchdowns. Hot take. I don't think Jalen turns the ball over this game.
Oh, that is a hot take. Don't throw me with a good time.
Yeah,
because he's not going to be throwing the ball.
Well,
we love you, Jalen. Don't let that get twisted. We are pro Jalen Hurts podcast.
My other hot take about Jalen.
Yep.
I think he rushes for over 70 yards.
I don't think that's much of a hot take.
Really? 70 yards? That's a lot of yards.
That's what he did against the Falcons.
Well,
Bullied the shit out of the Falcons.
Did they win that game?
No, they didn't. Not Jalen's fault.
Oh. Well,
not Jalen's fault.
But that's where we're at. So I got to win. You got to win.
Yep.
Everybody be happy on next Tuesday.
Yeah, I hope. You know what we say about hope, John?
Nope.
We don't like hope. We expect. Play the expecting. Now, John, once we cover the Eagles and the Bucks, game next Tuesday,
yep,
we have a bye week.
We do.
We have a lot of fun things planned for that bye week.
We do.
We have a very heated debate over a certain quarterback, which we'll have
Super Bowl champion quarterback.
Super Bowl champion quarterback. We're also going to use that as an opportunity to look at the NFL as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to look, the NFC, the AFC, who we like, who we don't like, who are frauds. Trevor Lawrence is on that list of frauds. Turns out Trevor Lawrence isn't very good, John.
Terrible haircut.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Bad look. And that's coming from a guy with long hair. He just cut it, bro.
It's bad.
Who we like, who we don't like, who's fraudulent, who's on fraud watch. And yeah, so it's just going to be kind of a big NFL podcast as opposed to just the Eagles. Obviously, we're going to talk about the state of the Eagles.
Idea just hit me. I think we should give out awards. Bye-week awards.
For 4 weeks into the season, we're giving out awards?
Like who do we think right now would win MVP if the season's done?
Are you saying in general?
Yeah, like the whole.
It's Patrick Mahomes. There you go. I saved you the debate.
We're bad?
Sure. Because unless somebody is breaking, it's literally the Shohei Ohtani rule. Unless somebody is breaking any kind of record, it's the MVP is going to be Shohei Ohtani.
It's not.
Who is it?
MVP right now, if the season ended today, is Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's not. I don't think it's that close.
Yeah, is it Josh Allen? He's carrying my Blizzard fantasy league.
It's not close. It's not close. Patrick Mahomes been mediocre. Now, that again, not going to age well.
What's his record?
3-0. Trust, I have him in fantasy. I know. Throwing a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, John, you have a running back that I want.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell the people what your record is at a work league?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No. I don't want to talk about it.
I will. He's 0-3. John, can you tell the lovely people at home what my record is right
now? 2-1?
I am 2-1.
Can you tell the people who drafted your fantasy team?
It was a group effort.
Can you tell the people who drafted your fantasy team?
It was a group effort. Because if I remember, there was like 5 of us in the room.
Yes, but who told you what to do?
Not the computer, if anything.
That's bullshit.
You gave me some great suggestions. Hook. H-hand.
You triggered me.
John, I'm saying...
I'm getting triggered. Getting triggered.
You told me to take Tyreek 3.
I did.
Aging like milk.
It's not my fault. Tua doesn't know how to lay down.
That's very true. I think Tyreek's going to come back, though. Oh, come on. Sorry. Jesus, sorry. John.
Sorry.
You have any closing remarks before we wrap this John up?
No, man. Look, Jalen, I believe in you.
I know he's watching.
Please, no more turnovers. At least for just until the bye week, man. No turnovers against the Bucs. Let's get a big win, get to 3-1, and then let's look at the rest of the season, pace ourselves out, get healthy, and rule this division because it turns out Cowboys are frauds.
I don't think it turns out. I think it's just of course the Cowboys are frauds.
Yeah. Other than that, go Birds.
Yeah, John, I do have some final remarks. Thanks for asking. Dallas, as in Goddard, not the football team. Dallas, I apologize. I want to formally apologize for ever doubting you.
We're sorry.
Nick Sirianni, kick the field goals.
Get your shit together.
Thank you. Jake Elliott, my sweet prince, I love you. I'm not going to let Nick Sirianni bully you anymore.
Yep.
And, John, there ain't no staying sober.
Red October.
In Red October. Go Birds. We'll see you next Tuesday, baby.